are gods, we are kings. We march in faith cause we believe we can change the world to what it needs. Stand against our enemies cause we can. Yeah, can't nothing ever stop us. Take one and another will rise up. We'll endure until we reach the end. We are gods, we are kings, demanding change cause we believe we can.
Get Jews Encyclopedia, page 270 again. Go to the career. We're going to end at weapons of war perish. Jews Encyclopedia, page 270. We're going to start at the career. That's some good stuff right there. All mankind, fastest and strongest.
Hey, another thing too, the Most High would have left us with that power in this state of mind.
It's up on the last of that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be in the truth too.
No.
Gideon would have catch me. He was like, come read the Bible.
hey, the Most High know why he ain't give us certain powers, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, a lot of wicked people would have been, put to death. You know, like the Most High know why he ain't give us that power. Remember, he gave the brothers he called sons of thunder. Remember, they got a little superpower and they want to kill everybody in the city. So Lord, shall we kill them? Kill them all?
Christ saying on that.
Christ said, listen, man, you dudes and them don't understand what I'm here to save lives, not take lives. They didn't want to hear the gospel. They chased them all.
He named them that. He said, sons of thunder.
He said, you don't want to kill everybody, man. You know, Lord, shall we kill them all? Call fire from heaven?
Like Elijah did?
Yeah, like Elijah destroyed them.
You know what's crazy about that? We mentioned that. You got brothers that get mad when we blast people, right?
Yeah.
Men or women. Elijah had people's kids killed for calling him bald head. And no one blames him for his wicked. No one says he's wicked. You blast a sister or a brother for evil that they do. Yeah. We mock them and we're evil. Children, which are known for mocking,
right?
42 of them mocked Elijah and said, "Go up, thou bald head." He said, "Kill, Lord, please let me have these bears, kill these children."
Kill all of them.
Now, imagine the parents. Where my kid at? Where's so-and-so at? 42 kids. They have parents, right? No one faults Elijah for that. But we mock and blast people for evil. We're wicked. We're evil. That's why, like I said before, where we are now, that's how we were right then. It's the effeminate, weak spirit among the men in Israel. I'm telling you, weak and soft. That's why most said you're going to die like men, because y'all soft and weak in emotion.
Right. Oh, he yelled at me. Oh, Deacon hurt my feelings. Deacon yelled at me. Deacon told me. This one brother told me. Anyway, I didn't get
Don't do it. But anyway. The career. Let's read that. I'm going to go to that place. Go to the career. And we're going to end at, weapons of war perish. Just the whole paragraph.
The career of Jonathan embodies a noteworthy incident of his entering the camp of the Philistines, accompanied only by an armor bearer. Here on a half-acre of land, which a yoke of oxen might plow, he and his companion fell on the enemy, and that first slaughter which Jonathan and his armor-bearer made was about 20 men.
Yeah.
Jonathan is also described as an expert archer.
Jonathan was described as an expert archer. Go ahead.
Where he says to David, "I will shoot 3 arrows on the side thereof."
Yeah.
As though I shot at a mark. And again in the lamentation of David, from the blood of the slain, from the fat of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan turned not back.
We read that earlier. Go ahead.
And the sword of Saul returned not empty. His skill was also acknowledged in David's words. Here how are the mighty fallen and the weapons of war perished?
Right, how they died, being so fast and so fierce. How they killed? Disobedience, wickedness. So on off. The Lord took them down.
So you couldn't escape Jonathan Ball, man. He shoot that after you, man. You dead. You done.
Done.
He probably used to, you know, how Esau make they make it today where bullets could travel around corners.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. There's a movie that came out recently. It was horrible. It was a horrible movie. With Robin Hood, and they had Jamie Foxx in it. He's the Moor, and that he was nice.
Yeah, that was bad.
Like 3 hours at a time. Bow, bow, bow. Fast. Movie is trash. The movie is trash. But the arrow scenes was good. That's the best part of the movie is the fighting. The best part of the scenes is the archery itself. Outside that, the movie is garbage. But the Jamie Foxx, being a Moor, he was really nice, real good. Lost his hand. I didn't like that part either. But it was a good movie. That part was nice. You know, and you watch the actual behind the scenes, he had to train him. He had to have actual archers train him in order to do those stunts in the movie. It was so the scenes are good. Just the movie story was very, very bad. Let's get 1 Samuel 17 and verse 1. Because Deacon Malachi mentioned about height earlier, how we shrunk down. It's true. 1 Samuel 17 verse 1.
1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 1. Now the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle, and were gathered together at Shokel, which belonged to Judah, and pitched between Shokel and Azekah and Ephraim. And Saul and the men of Israel were gathered together and pitched by the valley of Elah, and set the battle in array against the Philistines. And Saul and the men of Israel were gathered together and pitched by the valley of Elah, and set the battle in array against the Philistines. And the Philistines stood on a mountain on one side, and Israel stood on a mountain on the other side. And there was a valley between them. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines named Goliath of Gath.
Goliath, the giant Philistine of Gath. Go ahead.
Whose height was 6 cubits and a span.
6 cubits in a span is 9 feet 6 inches. 9'6". I'm 6'7". He was 9'6". So y'all say I'm tall. No, I'm not. 9'6" is tall. 9 feet 6 inches tall. Huge. Huge and huge. And Saul and them was terrified of that dude. And rightfully so. 9 feet 6 inches. Let's get let's get verse 21 to 32.
Verse 21. For Israel and the Philistines had put the battle in array, army against army. And David left his carriage in the hand of the keeper of the carriage, and ran into the army, and came and saluted his brother.
Yeah.
And as he talked with them, behold, there came up the champion, the Philistine of Gath, Goliath by name, out of the armies of the Philistines, and spake according to the same words. And David heard them. And all the men of Israel, when they saw the man, fled from him, and were sore afraid. And the men of Israel said, have you seen this man that has come up?
Have you seen this dude? Go ahead.
Surely to defy Israel is he come up. And it shall be that the man who killeth him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and make his father's house free in Israel. And David spake to the men that stood by him, saying, what shall be done to the man that killeth this Philistine, and taketh away the reproach from Israel? For who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should defy the armies of the living God?
Who's God think he is? Go ahead.
And the people answered him after this manner, saying, so shall it be done to the man that killeth him.
Go ahead.
And Eliab, his eldest brother, heard when he spake unto the men. And Eliab's anger was kindled against David. And he said, why camest thou down here?
Yo, why you here, man? His older brother, why you here, man? Go ahead.
And with whom hast thou left? Those few sheep in the wilderness. I know thy pride and the naughtiness of thy heart.
I know why you here, man. You think you slick. Go ahead.
For thou art come down, and that thou mightest see the battle.
You want to come here and watch the fight. Go ahead.
And David said, what have I done? What have I now done? Is there not a cause?
What have I done? Is there not a reason I should be here? Go ahead.
And he turned from him toward another, and spake after the same manner. And the people answered him again after the former manner.
Go ahead.
And when the words were heard which David spake, they rehearsed them before Saul, and he sent for him. And David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine.
Go ahead. I'm going to fight him, David said. Go ahead.
And Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth.
You a kid. Go ahead.
And he a man of war from his youth.
This guy's been a fighter since his youth. Go ahead.
And David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep.
I'm a sheep herder. I kept my father's sheep. Go ahead.
And there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock. And I went out after him and smote it.
I killed the lion and the bear. Go ahead.
And delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard and smote him and slew him.
So this little boy told Saul that he fought a lion, caught it by the beard and killed it. The little boy caught a lion by the beard and killed it, right? That sounds very impossible. Go ahead.
Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear.
He killed a lion and a bear. Go ahead.
And this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them.
And this dude gonna be just like them. The way I killed that lion and that bear, I killed this African the same way. He ain't nothing, he ain't nobody. Who's he? 9'6", whatever. Go ahead.
Seeing he has defied the armies of the living God.
Seeing he talking mess about our people and our God. Now, yeah, you know.
David said, moreover, the Lord that delivered me out of the paw of the lion.
I beat the lion.
And out of the paw of the bear.
I beat the bear.
He will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine.
And I beat this Philistine too. Go ahead.
And Saul said unto David, go, and the Lord be with thee.
Hey, good luck. Godspeed. Go ahead.
And Saul armed David with his armor, and put a helmet of brass upon his head. Also he armed him with a coat of mail. And David girded his sword upon his armor. And he essayed to go, for he had not proved it. And David said unto Saul, I cannot go with these.
I can't go with these. Go ahead.
For I have not proved it.
I'm not sure if they're working out there. If they're old or worn down or they're weak. I haven't proved them yet. Go ahead.
And David put them off him.
Took them off. Go ahead.
And he took his staff in his hand and chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook.
He went to the water, picked up some stones. Yeah, this is good. Picked 5. This is good. I use this. Go ahead. He's looking around. Remember, he's 9'6". He's like this, looking around. Looks down. The hell is this? This little boy here was this. Go ahead.
He disdained him.
He what is this? This is the guy you're gonna make fight me? I'm fighting this. Go ahead.
For he was but a youth and ruddy
and pretty. This little pretty boy here. Him. Go ahead.
And of a fair countenance. And the Philistine said unto David, Am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. And the Philistine said to David, come to me and I will give thy flesh into the fowls of the air.
You come to me, man, I'm going to kill you, man. All right, kid, you come to me, kid, I'm going to kill you. Okay?
And to the beasts of the field. Then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield. But I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. This day will the Lord deliver thee into my hand, and I will smite thee and take thy hand from thee.
I'm going to smite you and take your head from you.
Take thy head from
thee. They were talking mess back to him. You got to imagine, he's 9'6", looking down, the boys, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to take your head off. You know how that sound?
And I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel.
Yeah.
And all this assembly shall know that the Lord saveth not with sword and spear. For the battle is the Lord's.
But by my spirit, said the Lord. Zechariah 4:6, the exact same thing we read earlier.
By might.
Not by might, nor by spirit, but by my spirit, said the Lord. Go ahead.
And he would give you into our hands. And it came to pass, when the Philistine arose and came and drew nigh to meet David, that David hasted and ran toward the army to meet the Philistines.
So David ran toward him. David's running towards him now. Go ahead.
And David put his hand in his bag.
And as he's running towards him, he puts the rock in his bag. Go ahead.
And took thence a stone.
Took the stone in the bag. Go ahead.
And sling it.
And he slang it fast. Go ahead.
And smote the Philistine in his forehead.
And the rock went into his forehead. Go ahead.
That the stone sunk into his forehead.
That's not human. You throw a rock at somebody's head, it bounce off, it makes a knot, they hurting, ow, and it fall on the floor. The rock went into his skull. That's not human power. You sling a rock at someone's skull like that and it go into your head like that, that's superhuman in itself. And a little boy on top of that. And the guy is 9'6". An adult, huge Philistine throws a rock, a pebble at his head and it goes into his head like a bullet. David was not normal strength. It was superhuman strength in a child, I'm showing you. Go ahead.
And he fell upon his face to the earth. So David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone, and smote the Philistine, and slew him. But there was no sword in the hand.
Without a sword in his hand. Go ahead.
Therefore David ran and stood upon the Philistine.
And he climbed on top of the Philistine, on top of his body. Go ahead.
And took his sword.
And took, now the sword has to be big. Took the sword out of his seat, out the sheath, wherever the hell it was, whatever was on the floor, whatever. Go ahead.
And drew it out of the sheath thereof.
Yeah, pulled it out the sheath. Go ahead.
And slew him. And cut off his head.
They cut his head off with his own sword. Huge 9'6" man sword. There was no small sword either. For his size. The sword's for your size. The sword's an extension of you. So if you're tall and long, the sword's going to be tall like you. Not small. It'll be a knife. 9'6". So David picked up this big sword and cut his head off with it. David was no joke. Even as a child, he was no joke. You killing lions and bears and 9'6" big men, you're a problem. Give me Sirach 47 and verse 2. Let's see how strong he was.
The book of Sirach, chapter 47, verse 2. As is the fat taken away from the peace offering, so was David chosen out of the children of Israel. He played with lions as with kids.
A kid is a young goat. He played with lions like goats. You cannot play with a lion like a goat. That's not normal. No. You don't play with lions like they're goats. That's two different forms of beasts. Go ahead.
And with bears as with lambs.
And play with bears as if they were lambs. You know how heavy look up the weight of a bear, please. Just a weight of a bear. Weight of a bear and a lion. Look it up. So let me say he caught it by the beard. A young lion by the beard. How much does a young lion weigh?
When he said by the beard, they mean the mane.
The mane.
You know the lion got the
caught
mane.
it by the mane.
Yep.
Weight of a bear. 150. That's 150. That's a panda though.
Brown bear's a ton.
Brown bear's what?
Brown bear over a ton. 1,000
It's over 1,300, 180 to 1,300 pounds. It's a bear. I'm not even sure what kind of bear it was. If it took a sheep, it's a meat eater. So it's damn near over 100 pounds. Look up a lion, please. We have a lion, young lion. Here's a lion. Young lion might be a baby. Wow. Lion. Fully grown male lions weigh around 420 pounds. Females weigh 280 pounds. So you got a little boy that can lift and play around with an animal that's 420 pounds. How far are we falling? Let's go to Judges 20 verse 15. Judges 20 verse 15. That's why this white man fears us, man. He knows what we once were before. He don't want to see that again. Nations in general, they don't want to see us how we were before. They don't want that. They don't want it. And believe it or not, a lot of Jakes don't want it either. They like being where they are now. They enjoy it here. So their mission is to destroy their own people rather than teach their people. Judges 20 verse 15.
The book of Judges, chapter 20, verse 15. And the children of Benjamin were numbered at that time out of the cities, 26,000 men that drew sword, beside the inhabitants of Gibeah, which were numbered 700 chosen men.
Yeah.
Among all his people, there were 700 chosen men, left-handed.
The Benjamin, go ahead. What were they?
Left-handed.
Left-handed, go ahead.
Everyone could sling stones at a hair breadth and not miss.
Everyone can sling stones at a hair breadth and not miss. A hair breadth is you take hair, you throw it in the air, and they can sling the rock and catch the hair in the air. That's what hair breadth means. It means complete aim, best aim, marksman, best. So we didn't need guns. Our hands was guns. And catch whatever it was. Hair breadth. I mean, you cut through a hair and cut a hair in midair. That's what hair breadth means. With precision. Marksman. And it says left-handed. Remember, Ehud was Benjamin. That's that line. They're known for that. Having strong left hands. They were known for that. That's why the Lord left Benjamin with Judah. Benjamin, you read, Benjamin had skill in everything. They could run fast, spearmen, archers, slingers, all the above. They were jack of all trades and all the above. Oh, that's what the Lord said. I'm gonna leave Benjamin with y'all, because y'all gonna need that. Because all 9, no, I'm gonna leave you Benjamin. That's why. Remember when the homo thing situation. Sorry, Ben. Sorry. When homo thing popped off, we fought against Benjamin. We couldn't beat him. It was 11 against 1. We were losing. One tribe alone could not beat. 11 couldn't beat 1. Benjamin was a problem. That's it was.
So deep. The gully queens get out of business.
Stop hating. Stop hating, man. You know, still is a problem.
1 Samuel 22. We're almost done. 1 Samuel 22. 1 Samuel 22, verse 30.
1 Samuel
22, verse 30. The best part of that, I ain't gonna lie to you, man, I don't want to spoil for you. The best part is the Spartans. When I get to the Spartans, they are fascinating, man. The Spartans are fascinating, man. I'm telling you. I'll get to that like later on, another part. I'm nowhere near it. Nowhere near Spartans yet. Nowhere. Or Hannibal. 1 Samuel 22.
Book of 1 Samuel, chapter 22.
But I will tell you this. The movie 300 is accurate. Fully accurate from the beginning to the end. Including the women. Especially the sisters. 1 Samuel, except they weren't white. Let's just dismiss that part. That was completely false. 1 Samuel 22. Well, 2 Samuel 22 verse 30. 2 Samuel 22 verse 30. I'm in first.
No, there's no 30.
No? 2 Samuel 22 30.
The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 22, verse 30.
Yeah.
For by thee I have run through a troop. By my God I have leaped over a wall.
Stop. Read 30 again. This is David's psalm. David wrote this. Read again.
For by thee I have run through a troop.
For by thee, Lord, I have run through a troop. David was able to run through armies. You know, there's a battlefield, a bunch of people on the battlefield. David is running through them, fighting everybody. Go ahead.
By my God, I have leaped over a wall.
The heathens had high walls. David would jump over those walls. That's not possible today. To run through a troop, to leap over high walls, to play with a lion like a goat, to play with a bear like a lamb, to throw a rock at someone's head and make it sink in there, to pull your hair out your scalp, throw in the air, and someone sling a rock and catch the hair and cut it in. That's insane. Insane. If you were a heathen, I wouldn't want you to wake up either. I don't want you to wake up. Nah, nigga, stay asleep. You safe that way. Stay ignorant, stay a nigga, so you can, that God stuff, you don't want that. Read again.
For by thee I have run through a troop. By my God I have leaped over a wall.
Go ahead.
As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all them that trust in him.
Jump to verse 34. Verse 33.
God is my strength and power, and he maketh my way perfect.
34.
He maketh my feet like hind feet.
Stop. Look up how fast the hind runs. It's the same as a deer. It's the same thing. Well, let's just see how fast the hind runs. A hind is a deer, right? Leave a hind as a deer. It's an old term for a deer. If I'm not mistaken. I mess around, be a dog and look stupid. Make sure it's a deer. Or a fish. It's dumb. Deacon sound retarded. He said a hind is a deer. It's a dog. Make sure a hind is a deer first. Before I say something I shouldn't be saying. I believe a hind is a deer. I believe a hind is a deer. I think a doe is a female deer. A roe is something.
It's like a big buck.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is M1. You talk about guns.
No, you're spelling it wrong. H-Y. But
Hind is H-I-N.
H-I-N?
Yeah, hind. Type in the,
That's an old English. It's spelled.
yeah, hind is a deer, man. Just type in how fast is a deer. I know a hind is a deer, man. If I'm wrong, I know I'm not wrong. I know a hind is a deer. A deer runs 37 to 50 miles per hour, which is fast. Which is very, very fast. All right? That's fast. That's very quick. 37 to, that's a reindeer, 30 miles. About the same as Usain Bolt does that now. He's up there. He can get to a whitetail. It's not as fast as an eagle though. Eagles that's another level. All right, read on. Continue. That's all I want. That's still fast. Read the next verse. I'm gonna look it up myself.
He maketh my feet like hind feet, and setteth me upon my high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow still is broken by my arms.
Read it again.
He teacheth my hands to war.
So, you heard earlier that Israel has an innate fighting instinct. The Lord taught David how to fight. The Lord taught David how to fight. Now, I don't know about you. No one can beat God. That is the undisputed, almighty heavyweight champion of the universe. So if he teach you how to fight, you ain't nobody touching you. It's 100 to 0. No knockouts for you ever. The Lord taught David how to fight. So that dude was doing damage. To run through a troop, God taught him how to fight. To jump over a wall, God taught him how to fight. Read it again, 35 again.
He teaches my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by my arm.
And a bow of steel can be broken by his arm. A man's bone can break steel. That's unbreakable. If y'all seen it, break steel. That's insane. Insane. A hind is a female deer, especially a red deer. Or it says referred to as a doe, a male as a hart or a buck. That's what a hind is.
No, there's another thing they can do. They keep a scale on the side of.
And they can scale on the side of mountains. They can scale on the side of mountains, vertical mountain. They can scale on the vertical mountains. That's what they can do. But a hind can do. That's insane. All right, that's all I want. You read that earlier about how he's the most strongest of mankind, the fastest. He was quoting this right here, 2 Samuel 22 to 30, 34, and 35. Almost done. Almost done. 1 second. Someone sent me something. Give me 1 second. Get me the Shengo Jewish Encyclopedia, page 244. What's this? Okay, we did do hockey. Okay. Colored Hockey League. Did that too. Thank you, Eythan. Did that too. Officer Eythan. Hockey, wow. Okay. Shengo Jewish Encyclopedia, page 244. That's right there, the Shengo Jewish Encyclopedia. I'm gonna read page 244. This is the sports section of this encyclopedia, page 244. In ancient. The real Jews in ancient Israel, when they were still black and relevant. Read that part.
In ancient Israel, Jews did not show the kind of passion for sport which the ancient Greeks and Romans did.
Read it again.
In ancient Israel, Jews did not show the kind of passion for sports which the ancient Greeks and Romans did.
You hear that, brothers? You hear what that says? Read it again, please, for them.
In ancient Israel, Jews did not show the kind of passion for sports which the ancient Greeks and Romans did.
The Romans had a strong passion for sports. Go ahead. Well, we did it. Go ahead.
Although some Jews were noted gladiators.
We were noted gladiators. That's your Septimius Severus. That's your Spartacus. That was us. Go ahead.
Physical skills in biblical times were mainly associated with martial arts.
With what?
With martial arts.
Read up from the top. Physical skills what?
Physical skills in biblical times.
In what times?
Biblical times.
What times?
Biblical times.
Were what?
Were mainly associated with martial arts.
That's why you like the movie so much. You love Dragon Ball Z for a reason. You love Jet Li movies for a reason. You love Bruce Lee movies for a reason. You love Jet Li movies for a reason. Because that was us first. That's why. Martial art, physical skills in biblical times were mainly associated with martial arts and also wrestling. Because Jacob wrestled for all night. He did wrestling also. That's all I want. Nothing else. Martial arts.
So that's what we used to do. And we used to perfect it too.
You need to read that. Read that next. Give Richard Watson Bible, page 88. It says, we have a book that says we perfected it. We try to perfect it. Richard Watson Bible Dictionary, page 88, armies. I'm ending in a few minutes. So I'll just get past these two books here. Right.
Alright, so this is the Richard Watson Dictionary, page 88.
Richard Watson Bible Dictionary, page 88, armies, right?
Armies.
Yeah, you know what you mean from. I didn't mark that. I didn't write where to stop and end.
In the reign of David, the Hebrews acquired such skill in the military art, together with such strength, as gave them a decided superiority over their competitors on the field of battle.
Read it again, please.
In the reign of David, the Hebrews acquired such skill in the military art, together with such strength, as gave them a decided superiority over their competitors on the field of battle.
We had such strength that we had superiority on the battlefield. We had military art skills. We cannot be stopped on the battlefield, especially David, because the Lord taught his hands to war. And his mighty men were just as severely horrible as him when it came to skills. They were a problem, especially in martial arts. Especially in that. Second Samuel 23, verse 8. 2 Samuel 23, verse 8. Two more, and that's it. 2 Samuel 23, verse 8.
The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 23, verse 8. These be the names of the mighty men whom David had. The Tachmonite that sat in the seat, chief among the captives. The same was Eythan, the Eznite. He lifted up his spear against 800, whom he slew at one time.
He did what?
He lifted up his spear against 800, whom he slew at one time.
How the hell you slay 800 men at one time? What does that even mean? I can't even explain that scripturally. Lift up his spear and kill 800 at one time? How long was the spear? 800 at one time. Read on.
That's like Chinese.
And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ayoite, one of the three mighty men with David, when they defied the Philistines that were there and gathered together to battle. And the men of Israel were going away. He arose and smote the Philistines until his hand was weary. and his hand clave to the sword.
Why is his hand clave unto the sword? Who knows why? Don't call out. Why did his hand cleave? It's saying his hand was stuck. His soul was stuck to his hand. Why? Who knows why? Who has an answer? Yeah, put in his hand. He has his hand up.
Saying that he was real skilled.
Huh?
Very skilled with the sword.
Nope. Why was his sword stuck to his hand? Up. Fast up. Come up. Yes.
Was it because there was so much blood on it?
Yes. Yes. That's why. He was tired. That blood was still stuck to his hand. From all the killing he was doing. Lots and lots of killing. Lots. And we enjoyed it too, and we're going to enjoy it again. Read verse 10 again. It brings joy to my heart.
He arose and smote the Philistines until his hand was weary, and his hand clave unto the sword. And the Lord wrought a great victory that day, and the people returned after him only to spoil.
Get 2 Samuel 17, verse 8 to 10. How fierce were David and his mighty men? How fierce were they? Now, bring you to speed. This is Absalom plotting against his father. Absalom was getting counsel on how to take his father out. And one of David's counselors, Ahithophel, who was David's oracle, betrayed him. Nothing new to Israel, being traitors. Turned on David and counseled Absalom against David on how to take him out. But the Lord had removed the wisdom from this man, Ahithophel, who was David's counselor, and gave it to somebody else named Hushai, who advised Absalom wisely. All right? That's what we're reading about.
2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 8. For said Hushai, thou knowest thy father and his men.
So Ahithophel told Absalom, go fight David, you're going to win. Which is dumb as hell. Dumb counsel. Stupid. The Lord made him an idiot. And he realized that afterwards. And he killed himself, which is great. Hushai said, listen, that counsel was stupid. Don't listen to him. This is why. Read verse 8 again.
For said Hushai, thou knowest thy father and his men, that they be mighty men.
That they what?
That they be mighty men.
Go ahead.
And they be chafed in their minds.
They be chafed means they're bitter. They're severe in their minds when it comes to war. Go ahead. They're ferocious. Go ahead.
As a bear robbed of her whelps.
When it comes to fighting, they're like a bear that lost her babies. When a bear, they tell you black bears don't bite, but if you come near their kids, they'll tear you up. And they're herbivores. But if you come near a bear's child, it'll tear you up. So they're saying David and his men are like that in war. They're like a bear that lost his children. Don't come near them, is what Hushai is telling Absalom. Go ahead.
And thy father is a man of war.
Go ahead.
And will not lodge with the people.
Go ahead.
Behold, he is hid now in some pit or in some other places. And it will come to pass, when some of them be overthrown at the first, that whosoever heareth it will say, there is a slaughter among the people that follow Absalom.
Go ahead.
And he also that is valiant, whose heart is and he also that is valiant, whose heart is as the heart of a lion, shall utterly melt.
David will strike fear. Any man you have in your circle that's brave, when they come against David, their heart will melt. Don't mess with your father. Your father is a problem. Leave your father alone. Go ahead.
For all Israel knoweth that thy father is a mighty man, and they which be with him are valiant men.
And everyone knows your father is a beast, and the men in his circle are just as bad. Leave your father alone. Deal with him wisely. Don't listen to this guy's counsel. He's a moron. Don't listen to Ahithophel. All right? Get Young Israel magazine. Almost done. Young Israel magazine. Let's get these two last ones. Young Israel magazine, page 182. Young Israel Watson Dictionary, and I'm going to wrap it up there. I want that martial arts thing though, man. It's right there. I'm going to try to move faster.
We got a clip too.
Got a clip? Kung Fu flip, man. I don't think
the end we
Asian people fighting, man.
In the end. When he finishes this stuff.
Yeah, after. All right, Young Israel, verse 22. We're gonna start at David and Jonathan and end that spearman. Right there, we're expert.
David and Jonathan were expert spearmen, and so accomplished was the redoubtable Abner that a back thrust was sufficient to drive the butt end into the body of Asiel. These biblical heroes were also first.
These biblical what?
These biblical heroes.
Biblical what?
Heroes.
Biblical heroes. Jonathan and David were biblical heroes. Were also what?
Were also first-rate archers.
First-rate archers.
But in this respect, they followed the generality of the children of Israel. Archery was always a favorite method of attack among Hebrew soldiers, and they became the most expert bowmen among contemporary warlike nations. Although the Hebrews from earliest times had been capital bowmen, archery was principally practiced as a sport and for use in the chase.
So in sports, we had martial arts, wrestling, and archery, and spear. That was our weapon. That was our thing, and that was our sports. Go ahead.
But after the death of Saul, David organized a body of archers from the children of Judah. And it is possible that his military experiences with the Philistines had proved to him the efficacy of the bow and arrow as weapons of attack. In subsequent years, the Benjamites were the most expert bowmen among the Jews.
See? We're the most expert bowmen among the Jews. Benjamin's a problem, man. I gotta give credit when credit is due.
Using my left
Benjamin's
hand.
a problem. Left and right. We do both. Go ahead. Use them both. Go ahead.
Though the tribes of Reuben, Gad, Manasseh, and Ephraim are mentioned as accomplished archers.
They were also expert. But we'll stop at spearmen, right? Yeah, so you went over it again, man. But I said y'all to you, man. Stop me.
I had to keep reading.
I understand. Keep going. Keep going.
Perhaps the perfection the Hebrews attained as bowmen induced them to pay great attention to the ancient sling
Go ahead.
as a means of attack. And when so much depended on good eyesight and steadiness of aim, the archer and the slinger are somewhat akin.
So you have to have expert eyesight and expert steadiness to be an archer or slinger. So David had David had that too. Go ahead.
This inference is still further substantiated by the fact that as the Benjamites were the most expert archers, they were the most expert slingers.
Most expert slingers. That's all I want. Is there more you want? Oh, read the rest. They were what? Read down.
They were also ambidextrous with the use of the sling.
They can sling with both hands. Go ahead.
And to such perfection did they bring their shooting that in the time of the judges, 300 Benjamites with their left hand could sling stones at a hair's breadth and not miss.
Read that earlier. That's all I want.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. And our children too. We have repented. How about you? People want to know who's the king.
Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons.
IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.